Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore something very interesting and valuable for coin lovers and collectors. If you have an Australia 20-cent coin from the year 2002 in very fine condition, then this video is definitely for you. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand its history, condition importance, design details, collector demand, and most importantly, its current market value. Let's begin with a quick look at the history of the Australia 20-cent coin. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966, when the country transitioned to decimal currency. Since then, it has remained one of the most commonly used coins in circulation. The 2002 issue is not considered extremely rare, but its value can increase depending on condition and collector interest. Coins from this period still carry historical significance, because they represent modern Australian currency during a stable economic era. Now let's talk about the condition, which plays a very important role in determining value. A coin described as very fine means it has been circulated but still retains clear details. The design elements are visible, though slightly worn. The high points of the coin may show some smoothness, but overall it still looks attractive and collectible. For collectors, a very fine condition coin is a good balance between affordability and quality, making it a desirable piece for beginners and intermediate collectors. Moving on to the design and composition, the Australia 20-cent coin is quite distinctive. The reverse side features a beautiful platypus, which is one of Australia's most unique and iconic animals. The design is detailed and gives the coin a strong national identity. On the obverse side, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was designed by Ian Rank Broadley for coins issued around that time. The coin is made from cupronickel, a combination of copper and nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance and strong durability. Its round shape with a milled edge makes it easy to recognize and handle. Now let's discuss collector demand. The 2002 Australian 20-cent coin is not extremely rare, but demand still exists, especially among collectors who are completing year sets or focusing on Australian decimal coins. The demand increases when the coin is in better condition, such as very fine or higher. Some collectors specifically look for coins with minimal wear, good luster, and clear design features. While it may not be a high-end rarity, it still holds steady interest in the market, especially for those building complete collections. Coming to the most important part, the current market value. In today's market, a 2002 Australia 20-cent coin in very fine condition usually holds a modest value. Typically, it may range from around its face value $1.48,000 to $1.75, $0 depending on the buyer and the exact condition. In some cases, if the coin is particularly well preserved for a very fine grade, it might attract slightly higher interest. However, it's important to understand that this coin is more valuable as part of a collection rather than as a standalone rare piece. Now let's share some helpful tips for collectors. Always store your coins in a safe and dry place to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning your coins, as cleaning can reduce their value significantly. It's also a good idea to learn how to grade coins properly so you can better understand their condition and worth. Keeping coins in protective holders or albums will help maintain their quality over time. If you are serious about collecting, try to build complete sets or focus on specific years or themes, as this increases the overall value of your collection. As we come to the conclusion, the Australia 20-cent 2002 coin in very fine condition may not be extremely rare, but it still holds value for collectors and enthusiasts. It represents a piece of Australia's currency history and offers a great starting point for those entering the world of coin collecting. With proper care and knowledge, even simple coins like this can become meaningful and valuable parts of a collection. Next up, today we are going to explore something very interesting and valuable in the world of coin collecting. If you have an old Australian coin or you love collecting rare coins, then this video is just for you. We'll be talking about the Australia 20-cent coin from 1968, especially in fine condition, and it does current market value today. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this fascinating journey of history, value, and collecting. The Australia 20-cent coin of 1968 is a part of the early decimal currency system introduced in Australia in 1966. This makes it one of the earlier coins from the decimal era, which already gives it a special place in history. The coin carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side, reflecting the strong connection between Australia and the British monarchy during that time. On the reverse side, you'll find a beautiful design featuring a platypus, one of Australia's most unique and iconic animals. When we talk about a fine condition coin, it means the coin has been circulated but still retains clear details. The main features, like the platypus, the lettering, and the Queen's portrait, are visible, although there may be some wear and light scratches due to use over time. This level of preservation is quite common for coins that have been in circulation, but still makes them collectible and desirable. The 1968 Australian 20-cent coin is made from cupronickel, which is a mixture of copper and nickel. This composition gives the coin a strong and durable structure, allowing it to survive decades of circulation. The coin has a round shape with a slightly milled edge, which not only adds to its aesthetic appeal, but also helps in identification. The design itself is quite timeless. The platypus on the reverse side symbolizes Australia's rich wildlife and natural heritage. This artistic design has remained consistent over the years, making it instantly recognizable and loved by collectors around the world. Now let's talk about collector demand. Coins from the late 1960s are not extremely rare, but they are definitely gaining popularity among collectors, especially beginners and intermediate collectors. The 1968 Australian 20-cent coin holds a nostalgic value and is often part of complete date sets for Australian decimal coins. Collectors appreciate coins like this because they are affordable, historically significant, and relatively easy to find. However, the demand increases when the coin is in better condition. Even a fine condition coin can attract attention, especially if it has clean surfaces and minimal damage. Another important factor is that coin collecting is growing globally. More people are entering this hobby, which naturally increases demand for older coins like this one. Coming to the most exciting part, the current market value. In today's market, a 1968 Australia 20-cent coin in fine condition typically has a modest but respectable value. It may range from around $1,040,000 to $175,000 Australian dollars, depending on its exact condition, shine, and any unique characteristics. If the coin is in better condition, such as very fine or uncirculated, the value can increase significantly. However, even in fine condition, it still holds collectible value and is definitely worth keeping, especially as part of a growing collection. It's also important to remember that coin values can change over time. As demand increases and more collectors enter the market, even common coins can see a gradual rise in value. If you are a collector or planning to start, this coin is a great addition to your collection. Always try to store your coins properly to maintain their condition. Use coin holders or albums to protect them from dust, moisture, and scratches. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can reduce their value. Natural aging is actually preferred by collectors. Try to learn grading standards so you can better understand the condition and value of your coins. Also, keep an eye on market trends and connect with other collectors. This will help you gain knowledge and possibly find better deals or rare pieces. In conclusion, the Australia 20-cent coin from 1968 in fine condition may not be extremely rare, but it holds a strong historical and collectible value. It represents an important period in Australia's currency history and continues to attract collectors worldwide. Every coin has a story, and this one is no different. Whether you're collecting for passion, investment, or simply curiosity, coins like this remind us of the rich past and the beauty of preserving history. So if you have this coin, hold on to it with pride. And if you're thinking about starting your collection, this could be a perfect place to begin. Next up, today we are diving into something truly fascinating for coin lovers and collectors around the world. In this video, we're going to explore the Australia 20-cent coin from the year 2001, especially focusing on a unique piece that has developed a rust green tone and is still in fine condition. If you've ever wondered whether such a coin holds value or if it's worth keeping in your collection, then this video is just for you. Let's start by talking about the history of the 20 cents coin in Australia. The Australian 20-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966, when the country transitioned to decimal currency. This coin quickly became one of the most commonly used denominations, and it features the beautiful platypus design on the reverse side, which has remained iconic over the decades. The 2001 coin is not particularly rare in terms of mintage, but like many coins, its condition and unique characteristics can significantly affect its value. Now let's focus on the condition and appearance of your coin. A 2001 Australian 20-cent coin described as having a rust green color is actually showing signs of oxidation. This happens because the coin is made primarily of copper and nickel. Over time, exposure to moisture, air, or certain environmental conditions can cause a chemical reaction, leading to that greenish or sometimes rusty appearance. While some people might think this damage reduces value, collectors often find naturally toned coins interesting and even attractive, especially when the toning is even and not too harsh. Speaking of composition, the Australian 20-cent coin is made from a cupra-nickel alloy, this composition gives the coin its durability and resistance to wear. However, as we mentioned earlier, environmental exposure can still lead to surface changes. Despite that, if your coin is still in fine condition, meaning the major details like the platypus and the Queen's portrait are clearly visible with moderate wear, it still holds collectible interest. Now let's talk about collector demand. In general, coins from 2001 are not considered rare, but the collecting world is full of surprises. Many collectors look for coins with unique features such as unusual toning, errors, or coins that have aged in interesting ways. A rust green toned coin can sometimes attract niche collectors who appreciate naturally aged coins. While it may not be highly sought after by every collector, there is definitely a market for such pieces, especially among beginners or those who enjoy building diverse collections. Coming to the most important question, what is the current market value of this coin? In average circulated condition, a 2001 Australian 20-cent coin is typically worth which is 20 cents. However, if the coin is in fine condition with an interesting green patina, it could be worth slightly more, possibly around $1.30, 0 to 150,000 Australian dollars, depending on the buyer and the appeal of the toning. If the coin has particularly attractive or even toning, it might fetch a bit higher price in online marketplaces or among collectors who appreciate such characteristics. It's important to remember that value can vary depending on demand, presentation, and where you sell it. Now let me share some useful tips for collectors. Always store your coins in a dry and safe environment to prevent unwanted damage. If you have coins with natural toning like this one, avoid cleaning them because cleaning can reduce their value significantly. Collectors generally prefer coins in their original condition, even if they show signs of aging. It's also a good idea to research similar coins online to understand current trends and pricing before buying or selling. Building knowledge over time will help you make better decisions and grow your collection confidently. As we wrap up this video, it's clear that even a common coin like the 2001 Australian 20-cent piece can have its own unique story and charm. While it may not be extremely valuable in monetary terms, its historical background, composition, and natural toning make it an interesting addition to any collection. Remember, coin collecting is not just about high prices, but also about appreciation, learning, and enjoying the beauty of these small pieces of history. Next up, today we are going to explore a very interesting and valuable coin, the Australia 20 cents coin from 1967 in very fine condition. If you are a coin collector or someone who loves rare coins, then this video is going to be very exciting and informative for you. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of coins. First, let's talk about the history of this beautiful coin. The Australian 20 cents coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia shifted to decimal currency. The 1967 coin is part of the early years of this decimal system, which makes it historically important. These coins were produced by the Royal Australian Mint and they quickly became a regular part of everyday transactions. However, coins from the earlier years, like 1967, now hold a special place in the hearts of collectors because they represent the beginning of a modern currency era in Australia. Now let's discuss the condition of the coin, especially what we mean by very fine condition. A coin in very fine condition shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. The design elements, such as the platypus on the reverse side and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, are still visible and recognizable. The edges might show slight smoothing due to circulation, but the coin overall still looks attractive and collectible. For collectors, a very fine condition coin is often a great balance between affordability and quality. Moving forward, let's talk about the background and composition of the coin. The Australian 20-cent coin from 1967 is made from cupronickel, which is a mixture of copper and nickel. This composition gives the coin durability and a distinctive silver-like appearance. The coin weighs and has a diameter of making it one of the larger coins in Australian circulation. The iconic platypus design on the reverse side is one of the most loved features of this coin, symbolizing Australia's unique wildlife and natural heritage. Now comes an important aspect, which is collector demand. Over the years, early decimal coins like the 1967 Australian 20 cents have gained attention among collectors. While it is not extremely rare, its demand continues to grow steadily, especially among beginner and intermediate collectors. People who are building year sets of Australian coins often look for this coin to complete their collection. The demand also depends on the condition, and coins in very fine or better condition are always more desirable. Let's talk about the current market value of this coin. As of today, a 1967 Australian 20 cents coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest but respectable value. In most markets, it can range approximately between $1.75, 0 to $1,088,000 US, depending on its exact condition, luster, and any unique features. If the coin is in higher condition, like extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can go even higher. It's important to remember that coin prices can change over time based on market trends and collector interest. Now let's discuss some useful tips for collectors in a positive and encouraging way. If you are collecting coins like this, always try to store them properly in coin holders or albums to protect them from damage. Avoid cleaning your coins, as cleaning can reduce their value significantly. Always handle coins carefully, preferably by the edges. It's also a great idea to learn about grading, as understanding coin conditions can help you make better buying and selling decisions. Most importantly, enjoy the process of collecting. Every coin has a story, and building your collection is a journey filled with discovery and excitement. As we move towards the conclusion, let's reflect on why this coin is special. The Australia 20 cents coin from 1967 is more than just a piece of metal. It represents a significant transition in Australia's monetary history, carries a beautiful design, and holds steady interest among collectors. Even in very fine condition, it offers both historical value and collectible appeal. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin can be a meaningful addition to your collection. So that's all for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin-related content. Keep collecting, keep learning, and remember, every coin you own is a piece of history.